What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. This is XQ 420's Week in Review. Alright, so the week kicked off with a little BLM action in Chicago. There was a gentleman out there that got shot by the police because he was shooting at the police. But, oh, gentlemen, black guy, of course, BLM, you know, cop, black guy. That's all we see. So they went out there and they did something, a little Magnificent Mile. They went and rioted. They went and stole. And there was a young lady out there in the street the next day letting people know why they did that.
I don't care if somebody decides to loot a Gucci or a Macy's or a Nike, because that makes sure that that person eats.
Okay, so I'm sorry, ma'am, but Gucci, Macy's, Nikes, I don't think that's going to help you eat. I mean, I don't think that's going to sell very well on the black market. That's all I'm saying. If that's what we got for our square meal, our four-course meal, count me out. All it is thievery, robbery, and BS. More BLM BS. Next up on the docket, scientists say the coronavirus is at least as deadly as the 1918 flu pandemic. At least. Well, maybe my numbers are off, so let's dive into the numbers and let's see what they got to say to us. As it says right here, the virus has infected more than 20 million people worldwide and killed at least 749,700 according to the data compiled by Johns Hopkins University. It says the U.S. has had the worst outbreak in the world with more than 5 million infections and at least 166,000 deaths. Now, those numbers, hey, I mean, if you want to call those high, we can call them high. I mean, I'll put other numbers up there that I put up there all the time for people. I'm like, hey, death is high in a whole lot of things, but life is high as well as far as people being born. But maybe I'm off. Maybe we are close to the pandemic of 1918. Let's see what the pandemic of 1918 says to us in comparison. So as it says right here, COVID-19 is being compared to 1918 flu, which is estimated to have killed 50 million people worldwide from 1918 through 1919, including 675,000 Americans. Scientists, are we close to those numbers? I mean, maybe I'm off a little bit on my math, but I think we're really far away from those particular numbers right there, seeing how we haven't gotten to 1 million deaths yet. You're talking about 50 million in the 1918 pandemic. Okay, so that's boo to whoever scientist did this one. I can't listen to you. I got to listen to somebody a little bit better because your numbers don't add up. In other news, New Zealand locks down its largest city due to 4, count them 4, coronavirus cases. Not deaths, cases. Now, New Zealand had been boasting, had their chest all poked out. Miss Arden had her chest poked out, letting everybody know that, hey, I'm the beacon of how you need to handle the lockdown. This is the way you handle it. And then 4 pop up and all hell breaks loose. We've got to end it all. Now, what she's saying right here in New Zealand is that her overall plan is to stamp out the coronavirus outbreak. And her Arden says her overall pandemic strategy remains elimination. Now, complete elimination of a virus. I mean, she says, I plan on stamping this out with my boot, the boot of tyranny. Well, that's not the only thing she plans on stamping out. It looks like she seems to be wanting to stamp out the election as well because of the coronavirus cases. And they say right here, now with 4 more probable cases linked to the initial cluster of 4, officials are fearful that there is a new community spread of the virus. And Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern is open to the idea of delaying the election, which is scheduled for September. Huh? Why would you want to delay an election? I mean, can the people not vote? Can you not figure out a way to get them to vote? I mean, it sounds more like tyranny to me. I mean, do you want to hang in there a little bit longer? Let me know, Miss Ardern. I mean, I thought y'all were the beacon of lockdown. Hey, seems to not be the case. Hey, as the fellas say in the streets, the virus gone virus. Next up in the swing of events, the Big Ten cancels college football season for fall 2020 and hopes to play in the spring of 2021. Now, this comes on the heel of them actually releasing a schedule the week prior on how they were going to get this done. So it makes no sense at all. But hey, they've got Michigan. That's one of the highest, but most prestigious medical places in the world, medical facilities. So, hey, maybe they got something good for us. So let's read down here and see, what their reasoning was. And it says, I quote, as time progressed and after hours of discussion with our Big Ten Task Force for Emerging Infectious Diseases and the Big Ten Sports Medicine Committee, it became abundantly clear that there was too much uncertainty regarding potential medical risks to allow our student athletes to compete this fall. So what they pretty much telling you is that, man, everything's still unknown. We're just walking into the unknown, even though we've got 6 months of data saying that, you know, college age kids and below are not in high risk. And also, for some reason, they're going to allow in Michigan State for intramurals to be played. Intramurals to be played in Michigan State? Of course, that's going to exclude flag football. No flag football, because we got to eliminate football. But intramural sports in general, yeah, we're going to allow those to be played. Poo-poo on UB10. You just ruined a whole lot of fans. You ruined a whole lot of jobs, revenue. All that stuff's going out the window now. All because a medical doctor gave you a real breakdown of why they didn't want it to happen. It's because there's just so many unknowns. We're walking into the unknown. And we don't like it. Please. In another news, Joe, you ain't Black Biden, picked his VP candidate, Miss Kamala Harris. Now, I'm not sure if he picked her, or if somebody else picked her, or if he remembers picking her. Who knows? This is Joe Biden we talking about now. Are you on cocaine, Joe Biden? You know what I'm saying? So, within that, it wasn't that long ago that Kamala Harris was attacking him directly. So let's see that clip.
Now direct this at Vice President Biden. I do not believe you are a racist. And I agree with you when you commit yourself to the importance of finding common ground. But I also believe, and it's personal, and I was actually it was hurtful to hear you talk about the reputations of two United States senators who built their reputations and career on the segregation of race in this country. And it was not only that, but you also worked with them to oppose busing.
Now in that clip we see, she says, hey Joe, I don't think you're racist, but I think you support racism by supporting these racist people. I said, hold on a second. Isn't that what y'all been telling folks all along? You know, if you're white, you're racist. If you support a racist, then you're racist. What happened, Kamala? Well, she went on the Stephen Colbert show, and she had a little innuendo, a little insight on what that debate was all about and how she became buddy-buddy with Joe Biden again. So let's check that clip.
Oh, you guys seem to be pals.
It was a debate.
Not everybody landed punches like you did, though.
It was a debate.
So you don't mean it?
It was a debate. That the whole reason, literally, it was a debate. It was called a debate.
I understand.
Traveled to the debate. There were journalists there covering the debate where there would be a debate.
Was that the best you have for us, Kamala? I mean, really? It was a debate. You said the man endorsed racism, which means he endorses racism. I mean, that's all. It was just a debate. I didn't mean it. I'm just up there lying. I'm doing my politician thing. I got you, Kamala. That's no problem. We will remember that. And right off of that, there's been a Houston Rockets photographer that has been fired from his job, removed from the bubble for a offensive post. Well, he didn't post it. He took it, and well, I guess he did. He took it from one post and put it on his board. I guess it's just showing you how he feels. And the post reads, Joe and the Hoe. Now, there has been some underlying saying that Kamala Harris has slept her way to the top. So, I mean, hey, I mean, if you just come out and admit it, your boy ain't gonna hate on you too much. Ain't gonna hate on you. But it's kind of funny seeing how the NBA's ready to punt him. But I think Woj got up there. Y'all remember what Woj said? What did he say? Something about to a senator? It wasn't that long ago. What was it? Fuck you. I believe that was it. Yep, that was it right there. He said it right to him. Right there, email, Twitter, posted right up there. And what'd he get for his actions? 2 weeks. 2 weeks, guys. That's what he got. My other man post this. he got canceled. For sure. That lets you know you got to be on the right side of the cancel culture right now, or you get X'd out. There is some hypocrisy in it. And then something that was not reported that widespread, Cannon hinted a young boy in North Carolina was killed by a black gentleman, point blank, 5-year-old, killed, point blank. And so we'll have a moment of silence for him. Of course, we're looking for you, mainstream media. Y'all need to be covering everything. Now, I don't know why y'all duck and dodge that one. I wanted widespread coverage on that one, but hey, I mean, that's the way it goes. If it's not promoting the narrative, we got to give it the boot. And in our conspiracy of the week, Jamie Lee Curtis, the slasher queen herself, out here spreading a little conspiracy theory, talking about President Donald Trump trying to rig the election. So we'll see what she got to say. So right here on a tweet, she says, I swear in broad daylight the driver of the red truck had a red cap on with white letters. Conspiracy, outright attempt at stealing the election by denying the access of the USPS? Question mark. Let's not let it happen. Jamie Lee Curtis, I hate to tell you, girl, but I don't know if you're the queen of slash anymore. You might be the queen of smash. You got to be smashed out your mind. That's definitely a tow truck towing the USPS vehicle because it's broke down. That's not Donald Trump sending folks out and say, hey man, make sure you go out there and we're going to eliminate all the USPS. I mean, it ain't for the fact that, I don't know, they just had like a $8 million loss last year. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. The USPS. That's what our conspiracy is. Jamie Lee Curtis, all I can say is, when you have a conspiracy theory, do a little bit better on it. So I hope y'all enjoyed SQ420's Week in Review. I bring the fire, bring the heat. Appreciate everybody for watching. As always, like, share, subscribe. Click that notification bell so you know when I post in the future. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.